Islam, right here. We haven't seen you for a while, so physically, how are you feeling heading into this fight?
Feel good. Just have couple more pounds, and that's it. Very excited for this fight.
What specifically are you looking forward to about this fight? Is it Drew Dober, the opponent, or is it just the fact that you're going to have another fight after such a long layoff?
Yeah, I just have to fight because my last fight, 2019. Now doesn't matter. I have to fight because almost 2 years I'm not fighting.
Then what do you make of Drew as an opponent? He seems very excited to test himself against you. He says that not many people in the division want to fight you. He's looking forward to the challenge. So what do you make of him as an opponent?
He's tough, you know. When they give me Drew, he's 15, but now he not in ranking. I think he number 16 now. I know him like because I was fight with him 2016. I know him a lot, but he have like good striking, good condition, but I think I have more than him.
He praised your striking from your past fights, but he's very aware that he'll probably have to wrestle you when you do fight. Is the path to victory that simple, to wrestle Drew Dober to a victory, or do you just take the fight as it's happening?
Honestly, I think this is easy way for me. If I'm take him down, control, like I think his wrestling game not so good.
Then finally, a lot of people compare you to Khabib. Obviously, Khabib has said you should be considered in that top 5 when they're talking about Poirier, McGregor, Chandler and everyone, Daniel Cormier, the same thing. But do you think it's important at all to kind of forge your own path so people start thinking of Islam as his own fighter rather than Islam, Khabib's former training partner?
I think after this fight, if I finish Drew, it's gonna be like everything is gonna be changed because it's gonna be 7 fight win streak, and like in my division, no a lot of people have win streak like this. That's why I think another next one they're gonna give me some guy from maybe top 5, top 10, and I'm gonna show us my skills.
Islam, is there anyone in the top 5 or top 10 that you think already that you'd like to fight next? Or do you not let yourself think that far ahead?
Now maybe RDA because he was like last my opponent, but we cancel fight 2 times. Maybe RDA, maybe who is free there, maybe Tony, I don't know. Honestly, doesn't matter, but if somebody from top 5, I will be happy.
Obviously, Khabib has said that you're the future champion, and I'm sure you appreciate that compliment, but do you ever think, maybe I'd like to take it slower, maybe I'd just like to sort of forge my own path and get better as I evolve, or do you think you need to be fighting for titles soon?
I just need a couple more fights, and that's it. Now I think I'm ready for everybody, because all my life I'm training with champion. That's why I think nobody give me problem from top 10.
And just a question outside of your fight. In the main event, Israel Adesanya versus Jan Blachowicz, how do you see that fight going?
Oh, this fight very interesting for me. But I think both guys striking, they have very good striking. I think Adesanya have a little bit more, like 55. 45.
Thank you.
Hey, Islam over here to your right. You're from Dagestan, and it's not a very big place, yet there are an incredible amount of fighters coming out of that region. Why do you think that is? What makes Dagestan special?
Because Dagestan, when I was young, like I have to training because I have to. In Dagestan, everybody have to be strong because, I don't know, everybody training there, they love sports. Now they love all kids love MMA, but before we have like now too, but before everybody like wrestling, judo, but now everybody wanna be like Khabib. That's why now we have a lot of fighters, but nobody know these guys. But we have a lot of fighters.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. So you and Habib are kind of like the first generation of fighters coming from Dagestan. Are there younger guys coming up after you, like maybe even better than Habib and you?
Yeah, I think so, because MMA improve every day. In Dagestan, we have now a lot of very good gym, a lot of coach. That's why I think a lot of guys coming up.
Thank you.
Following up on his question, why do you think Dagestan has produced so many fighters? What do you think specifically?
Because they love sports. You know, if you come to Dagestan and go to the like old gym is full. You know, a lot of people trainings. That's why you know like they have inside the gym like competition all the time. That's why we have many good fighters, like good wrestlers, good guys from judo, like many sports.
You said MMA is getting more popular, but you said before it's still kind of a combat sport mentality over there with the kids, with the wrestling and everything.
One more time.
You said now that MMA is more popular, but even before that, it seemed like, from what you said, the kids, the growing up were into combat sports like wrestling. It wasn't, so MMA is not too new of a thing.
До ММА, до этого тоже там ребята занимались и борьбой, и все такое. Что сподвигало их, если сейчас ММА там это промоута, а раньше что двигало?
Because we have a lot of Olympics champions from wrestling. That's why I think. From judo, from wrestling, but I think wrestling number one. But around the world, everybody know in Dagestan have number one wrestling. That's why a lot of wrestlers from another country come to went to Dagestan to training camp. Like Dagestan wrestling another level.
Thanks.
Islam, can you talk about the first time you met Habib? Because you guys were teenagers, right? You were very young.
When I was young, like school, we went to school together. He older than me 3 years. I remember them, and we went to training together. Like first we go some Ushu stand up. We training there. And I went to training wrestling. He training with his father couple years. And like last 15 years now we're training together.
How much is he still in the gym training with you guys? Obviously he's retired, but how often is he still sparring, wrestling and everything with you?
He still complete with everybody. He did spar, wrestling, grappling. He's good shape, but his weight now big. But he always training. Doesn't matter where he go in other country, but he training everywhere because he love this.
Thank you.